Texas, the grand finals, throne sitter in a crucial Game 5. Crazy end, honestly. It looked like it was just going to be like, oh, this is a dominating last stock. Look at this combo sequence go. Then all of a sudden, we see the clutch factor that Maypul is so capable of when they have the momentum on their side. So we'll have to see what can be done. Both Maypuls have shown off excellent prowess on their character. Arbar, I'm more known for the great usage of just edge guarding, being able to consistently finish the job with confidence, and the advantage state of Lone that we got to see in full effect.
And you know what? A little bit of look in bracket that I didn't see looking at just the top 8 bracket, but also in pools. Merp was sent to losers by Lone in pools. So either way, it's a run back with Lone, and then the winner gets to play Searing Arrow. So, hey, got a lot on the line, a lot of information stored up over multiple sets, but we're in first to 3 territory.
Yikes.
All of it's coming down in spades, including a giant bird who's trying to find a huge down air here in the early start of Game 1. Merp not letting Arbar gain any sort of ground control.
Yeah, and I love I think there's like a difference, because against Meow with Merp, which is able to get a free down air no matter what. But Arbar was just aware of that, saying like, hey, I'm going to delay out my recovery a little bit longer, wait for you to burn it, and then go for it all in there with these rising up airs. But strike back down, lots of jumps to burn, and as well as a wall jump. Arbar, as I expected, try to go for an edge guard sequence, but a little bit of overcommitment, but thankfully able to get away as Arbar, with this advantage state, lands the forward tilt. Not enough to do anything so far, but Ubel, this is the control that Maypul is so well known for.
Yeah, the grounded tech chase game, a huge tech parry, excuse me.
Ooh,
and trade? Ugh. Trading with Maypul forward air? Like, horrible. Do not recommend.
Yeah, the tariffs hit, bro. That shit is not fair.
That is not okay. Something, President-in-Chief, something.
Walmart.
Oh. Hey, we're in, Badger Tower's in the background, so who knows? What is to say that this bit can die now, and we're going into stock number 2 for Wrastor is Arbar hunting for a little bit more self-assurance. They're playing the full screen game super well, but if you're not able to apply enough pressure to get some damage, then what was all that time spent doing? As 38% is not anything of a lead.
Not at all. But you're able to still get combo sequences at least. And yep, that was I was waiting for. Someone to finally catch on to Merp going for these special pummels. And finally, someone's holding it saying, you can peck me if you want. I'm not taking this 50-50.
Yeah, normal pummel from Wrastor, not at all threatening compared to what that special pummel can do. Oh, a huge up tilt, getting the sweet spot of it too. Absolutely devastating move from all perspectives. Definitely. I was about to call it Wrastor's best ground number, but then I remembered down tilt exists, so never mind. Close.
Love it. Love the attempt. But 102, Wrastor's hella light, and another clap to try to finish the job, and a great little tech chase opportunity. Both of them trade out against each other. But here comes the quick aerials that Arbar's throwing out. A nice little dare, and it's gonna be the parry. Not able to connect, and a great up air to clip Merp out. So we'll see if you can finish the job hella early, and yes, you can. 0-0. 1-1. Excellent stuff by both these players so far. It's a really even matchup.
And it's going to be a long one, too. Both players are kind of playing the antithesis of each other between RTC game, which Wrastor can do with down throw, but it's much more known for some of their pickup and launch game. Meanwhile, while Maypul can meet you in midair with something like a Rising Nair, she's more trying to find a grounded game. It's between two of them trying to mirror just where they're gonna go. Little callouts, little spacing differences can mean a ton, and the spacing of that up tilt was perfect. Check out the slight back step they did. Didn't go all the way to the ledge. Arbar tried to cleared the skies over them with a aerial side special to just make it over the bird, but that's why the backstep was there as a pure anti-air, not trying to hit ledge. Nicely spaced from Merp.
I think one big thing that I've noticed too is that Arbor just kept trying to call out the jumps of Merp with the nairs. Just did it over and over and over again, and Merp was just staying grounded, did not care, was just waiting for another opportunity and found it, cashed out with a nice low dub, and finally was just like, yay, I get my special pummel. You didn't do it in time. I caught you off guard from how early I went for it, but all of a sudden, we'll see what Arbor can do to try to adapt with it on a new stage on their counter pick.
Parries on these slipstreams are absolutely monumental. It slows down the game entirely, and that's kind of the purpose of doing so. You do not want Wrastor just to run or jump or fly circles around you. You are in control of this game as long as you can land something like that. Barely missing there. An excellent air dodge from Merp, but you're losing a ton of resources, yet the recovery from Wrastor, too good.
Yep. Made it back. All those jumps, and as well as a nice little NATO sequence, but a spike down once again. Tries to land the second one, but an early uppie that was really smart by Merp, but it ain't good enough as Arbor chops down the first stock.
Catching the neutral tech. Arbar has been looking for everything but tech roll in, basically the entire set.
Ooh!
And yeah, excellent confirmed from Merp. Even up the game right away.
Oh, here come the ladders. No one's safe. Not even Wrastor.
Maypul coverage. It's just too good when that up air is right above her. Up throw. Not committing. Wrastor just a little bit too light and a little too floaty. Up throw stopping the combo at like 60%, but granted, this
nice.
We're not too far away from stock percentage if we're Wrastor between something like any RAF, we'll do it.
Oh yeah. And that's something that Merp really needs to be careful of at 105%. Great strike with the dare to avoid it out. And now here comes the pressure. That's not going to be good enough. It's going to be the grab instead. Here comes the free follow-up. And Maypul able to get it out. Real good stuff in this advantage state that Merp was just unable to escape from.
Lily just going away, losing the opportunity to spawn a Lily, which is not the worst thing in the world, but you gotta be careful. Arbar getting around all of these edge guarding attempts, and just kind of the main one, as you called out earlier, last game, Wolf. Like, these down airs are just not at all working against Arbar. Gotta find different ways to close out stocks, different ways to cover tethers, and everything in between. Ooh, fourth throw.
And an early recovery. I'm loving this. And here comes the down tilt as well. Trying to finish off the job. Barely missing it out again, but an early clap. A great uppercut as a return. As Merp's trying to find some way, missing the parry. That's no way to go. And that is gotta suck as the lead continues to grow. Arbar finally lands the hits in. Not gonna be able to killing blow just yet, but a huge pressure sequence that Maypul can be so deadly with. Stuck in the corner, barely able to escape with Ubel. A whole stock down, one hit away from dying. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, possible because Wrastor is so explosive, but it's hard to land meaningful hits on Maypul with a lead, and we're just seeing the air dodge timings be so good off stage for Arbar. It's only a matter of time before you find that F tilt, that forward throw, that up air, anything in between. Up tilt, yeah, that'll do it too.
Oh no. Merp was able to get that nice little game one, but game two, all Arbar with just the control, being able to just kind of bait it out and dodge out the down strongs as an edge guard option. We'll see what the bans are. And yeah, I agree with those. Wants to avoid the go die as well. It's going to be Tempest Peak that we're moving on to for the map on game number 3. But damn, both these players have been really evenly matched within their neutral and punish game. I'm really curious to see what, the clutch factor, or the X factor, I should be saying, and what will determine the winner of this one.
Well, that's why Merp is going to Tempest Peak. We're trying to make sure that the top blast zone mix-up for Maypul's 50-50s is just really off the table. So all that Merp would have to do is DI for the Nair mix-up instead. Certainly tough, but that is a this is a rough start.
Yikes. On your own counter pick too.
Yeah, attempting to have a stage X Factor, but Arbar is locked in on the player X Factors, which just the when and where these jumps get used are really, really getting scouted.
You've got a lot to work with, but the jumps are still linear and where they're gonna go no matter how many times you burn them. And we're seeing it 1, 2, and 3 seeds thrown out there. And here comes the forward tilt, trying to avoid it out. The tech roll in does not get scouted out, and it's going to be the straw as well for a little bit more damage, but a whole stock down still as Merp is just unable to escape the wrath of Arbar, and it just continues to get worse.
Oh, missing the ledge cancel too. Caught in between almost a rock and a hard place. Eventually finds the way to Lily into a dash attack, into a uppercut. 65%. And looking no worse for wear.
Nice.
Excellent setup. And getting this slipstream up, having access to that as a confirm is something that keeps Wrastor very, very much relevant and very, very solid. Oh, that pivot, that run through grab is excellent.
And it works out. But for how long? As the ladder continues, great tech timer. And thank goodness the platform was elevated upwards in order to help out. But once again, back into the neutral game. When Arbar has the lead, he's able to kind of retreat back and kind of do whatever as Merp is forced to make the first move. And so far, Arbar has just been responding cleanly and is just like a robot to the slipstream. Just consistently parries whenever it's about to hit.
Good awareness, and that's certainly cutting off a lot of the extra offense that Wrastor can have at his disposal. Like no more back throw confirms, like just up throw becomes less good as a juggle tool at higher percents. Like just so much that you're losing because of it whenever it's off the screen. And like so, a simple nair, and it shuts down your main tool in neutral.
Yikes.
Can't rely on it to get back to stage with a high recovery. Instead, you gotta try and find a new way to land. And when it comes to catching landings, Maypul's probably one of the better characters at doing so.
Oh, yeah. Just caught it out consistently, and that's gotta sting. It just seemed like to be a rough start on Tempest Peak, where the stock was just taken so fast. I felt like that Merp was just unable to just, you know, get their gatherings in time and find some kind of game plan. So hopefully things will be different in this game number 4. But Arbar has just been playing phenomenally so far, and Ethereal Forest will be picked instead.
Trying to cut down the space to move and the lack of platforms, especially. Removal of mix-ups, always forcing engagements. That's what Ethereal Forest is so good at, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the change-up that Merp really needs here. Engaging with Arbar has seemed to be typically been in Arbar's favor, not just because of like the platform escapes and the mix-ups, the defensive mix-ups it provides. These rising nairs and ground catches, back airs, etc. have been just such a problem. Not to mention forward tilt, setting up for a pretty devastating tech chase.
Yeah. And speaking of forward tilt, you got to be so careful with it now. Just fishing for it already, Merp knows, Arbar knows. But just because you know doesn't mean that it ain't inevitable. As we're seeing it continue once again, great stuff with the hit grab. Able to land it, and the axe kick as a follow-up. No tipper, unfortunately, for the strong. So won't be able to connect, but a great crouch cancel on the dash attack. Won't be able to get the second hit as a follow-up, but a great grab by Arbar, knowing exactly when it's gonna come, missing the forward tilt because of the misplace on the tempo. But no need for that one, able to bring it right on back with a nice little tether into a nair. As Merp once again needs to find some way to shut this down, has the slipstream ready to go, but it does fade away. Arbar once again, yeah, you just can't throw it out in front of Arbar. We're so ready for it 24/7.
So this is a Zeke classic. For those that are aware of Coach Zeke, if you're playing Wrastor, throw the slipstream behind you. Just throw it behind you. It is always removes the opportunity for a parry. It always guarantees the slipstream is active. It makes sure that you can play with your best tool in neutral until you get hit, which happens. It removes slipstream. That's a balancing factor. But anytime slipstream comes back, just toss it behind you.
Why risk it? Why risk it? As we're starting to see. Treat it like Pokemon. It's Tailwind, for God's sake. Throw it behind you. Finally, one doesn't get parried, and Slipstream's active. But man, you're just so vulnerable to getting hit, and an excellent call-out by Arbar.
And see the benefit of having Slipstream active. Suddenly you get a kill confirm off of back throw. Like those are the threats that you're trying to flex, not the little tick damage that you get off of tossing that Slipstream. No, it's not worth it. Down 2 stocks to 1 though, and pushing on the gas is Arbar, just never, ever letting him go without any amount of mix. Oof. The downward dash up tilt block string. Yeah.
You drop shield wrong moment.
Successfully mixed. I believe, if I were to guess, that's probably a Merp jump out of shield.
I'm still here.
That's tough. Arbar, after a tight game 1, just slowly but surely let the snowball keep rolling down the hill, and